love lakes.
Third phase, which is the most advanced phase. The third phase and the fifth phase to the right side, we have panels that's attached to motors, which is part of phase number 4. So 1, 2, 3.
Dubai is going to be hosting the upcoming United Nations COP28 climate talks. Now, these talks are incredibly important, and they come as the world is trying to take stock over where it stands with when it comes to emissions and with global warming, particularly as this is the first, as they describe it, global stock take since the Paris Accords. Now, this will see world leaders coming to Dubai's Expo city site to discuss this, and it also is another moment where Dubai will find itself in the international spotlight. Now, Dubai will find itself really in focus in these talks, and it's not necessarily about what's going on at the table. On the outside, Dubai is really trying to expand. It's trying to build on this momentum that it's seen post the coronavirus pandemic, post those lockdowns that saw its aviation giants, Etihad and Emirates, grounded. And now today we're seeing just a boom in the Dubai real estate market. We're seeing a boom when it comes to Dubai businesses. We're seeing more people come to Dubai to live. And part of that is because of Dubai's openness, but it's also because a lot of people are able to move a lot of money into Dubai. That's raised some concerns with the US Treasury, with Russian money coming in amid Moscow's war on Ukraine. And there's also concerns because Dubai is part of the wider United Arab Emirates, which is an autocratic federation of 7 sheikdoms. Now, political parties are illegal. Unions are illegal. And that's really raised questions about whether or not people will be able to protest during COP28. Now, organizers and the Emiratis have said that there will be a protest zone, but it remains unclear what that'll look like, and it remains unclear just how far they'll allow these protests to go. Also, a key part of the wider criticism of the Emirates hosting COP28 has been the fact that they're a major oil producer. Now, they produce some 4 million barrels of crude oil a day. That is crude oil that then goes on into the global market and is burned and causes those emissions that fuel climate change. Now, the Emiratis have described it largely as them trying to make this money to be able to segue their own country into sort of a greener future. There is the Mohammed bin Rashid solar park in Dubai, which is supplying some 11 to 13% of the Sheikdom's energy now. However, Dubai is still burning natural gas through generators to be able to supply its electricity, to be able to power its crucial desalination plants to provide it water in this parched desert environment. Meanwhile, there's also concerns from activists because Dubai and the wider Emirates believes that it wants to boost its oil production up to 5 million barrels a day. Now that will mean more oil going into the global economy, more oil being burned. That has activists really concerned that instead of being a partner in these talks, that it will instead focus on its role as an oil producer. There's also been criticisms of Sultan Al Jaber. He is the president designate for these upcoming COP talks. He is also the CEO of Abu Dhabi's behemoth national state oil company, and that's also led to concerns that he may focus more on the oil business rather than the business of climate change.
So we took this task with humility. Actually, one of the 7 members that have helped achieve. We simply engaged, listened, and we did not leave any stone unturned.
Moving forward, the real question is what is going to be the end result of these talks? Now, Emiratis are hopeful that they'll get a agreement like we saw in Paris, where the Paris Accords live on, and it will be something that is discussed during these negotiations. Activists worry, however, that the Emiratis' ties to the oil industry will see these talks collapse. Meanwhile, there's also concerns about foreign laborers. Dubai is in a desert environment with incredibly high heat and humidity during the summer. That can be even fatal for some workers. The site that the COP28 will be held is Dubai Expo City, that was built for some $7 billion to host the World's Fair back in 2021. Even that project saw worker deaths and injuries that raised questions for activists. Activists say even now, Asian as well as African migrant laborers face the same conditions, even in the renewable energy industry here. But Emiratis are hopeful that the talks will move forward. Already we're hearing from world leaders that they'll attend. That includes Britain's King Charles as well as Pope Francis. So it's again a really high wire act for the Emiratis moving forward with the fate of these talks. But as activists say, really the real concern remains how to address climate change and a rapidly heating world. I'm Jon Gambrell for the Associated Press in Dubai in the United Arab Emirates.